Good morning. I'm Cindy with Cindy Johnson Boudoir Photography. Thanks for watching. Today I wanted to talk about, I had a friend who's a photographer contact me and ask what she thought about her posting a same-sex couple shoot on her page, whether she thought it would affect her audience, whether people might unlike her, because she knows that I have post same-sex couples on my page. And so I thought I'd talk a little bit about that and about being authentic and kind of finding your tribe and your clients and not trying to appeal to everyone in the world. Like if we were just, if we were selling an impersonal product, like, I don't know, if we sold couches for a living and we were a big organization and we sold couches and we want everyone to love our couch and it's just kind of this generic couch, no, we don't want to put our feelings out there. We don't want to try to limit our audience, to buy our product. But as photographers, I just feel like what we do is so personal and so like we just really connect with our clients. I know I do, and maybe even more so since I shoot mainly boudoir. It's like if someone's willing to get naked in front of you, there's a pretty strong connection right away because they're doing something really scary and you're supporting them in that, and that leads to a pretty strong connection with my clients. And so I really do want them to know me personally. The first time I ever posted a same-sex couple shoot on my page was probably like 2 years ago, and I wish in this world, I wish this wasn't even an issue. I wish I didn't even have to say this. I wish no one had to say this. I wish love, everyone believed love is love, and it wouldn't even be an issue, but unfortunately it is an issue in our world, in our country, so I want to talk about it. Yeah, the first time I ever posted a same-sex couple shoot, those thoughts did run through my mind. I was like, am I gonna limit, are people gonna unlike me? Am I gonna limit my clients by posting this? And then my biggest fear was, are people going to say mean things? And are these great guys who are my clients going to see these mean things said about them? So yeah, I babysat my page every minute the first time I posted a same-sex couples shoot, because I did not want anyone to say anything mean, especially have them see it. And I was watching to see if people unliked my page, and I had probably right away I had 5 people unlike my page, and I think I did have one mean comment that I had to block and delete right away. But then I also found after that I had 30 new people like my page because the guys had shared their pictures and people loved them and came and liked my page. So I think in having such a personal business, it's a good thing to put yourself out there, to put your beliefs out there, that you don't need to appeal to everyone. I don't need to appeal to everyone. How boring would it be if we all had just kind of, the same portfolio, the same kind of generic stuff going on, and didn't go out there on a limb with stuff that we believe in, and that, my target audience does think same-sex marriage is fine, same-sex couples are fine. My target audience loves love, whether they are straight or gay or bi or whatever. That's not to say, if you don't believe in same-sex couples, I wouldn't say, oh, I'm not going to shoot you if you don't believe in same-sex couples. No, I'm not. But I expect, even if you don't support it, I would think that if you are completely against same-sex couples, honestly, I don't necessarily want to shoot you. You know what I mean? You're not really kind of my people and my tribe and my the people that I want to surround myself with. And so I'm okay with, actually I've kind of joked with friends, it's oh, it's time to call out the idiots on my page. I'm going to post a same-sex couple so that they'll leave, because I do want you to know who I am. And if you don't know that I'm okay with that, you haven't been on my page for very long, so I love going out there with who I am. And there's some controversial topics that I might not post. It's I did a shoot with an American flag, and and the woman was really respectful of it. Her husband's in the military and she wanted the shoot with the flag. So but I didn't post any of those because that isn't a topic that I feel like I want to go out there with, because I don't really have strong feelings about that topic. So, you know, if it's something controversial that you aren't prepared to sort of defend what you're doing, or you don't want it to affect your audience, you know, I don't really have strong feelings about whether my target clients think, you know, flags should be in photo shoots or not. Or guns too. I've done a shoot with guns. The woman brought guns, and it was, you know, it was something she believed in that was a big part of her life, so I was cool doing it, but it's not really something I have strong feelings about, and since I know that can be controversial, I haven't posted those pictures. But same-sex couples is something that I believe in strongly, and it is something I'd be like, this is me. If you don't like, if you're really truly against this, you're probably against me, and might not be the right photographer for you. You know, I think I want to be authentic. I want people to come to me because they like me and like who I am, and my beliefs on that topic are a big part of who I am. So, you know, I feel like if I hid that part of me, it would feel like I wasn't being authentic. So yeah, I think I truly believe in life, in everything in life, and, you know, in business and personal life. If you put yourself out there and show who you are, there are definitely going to be people who are like, oh, I don't like that, I'm going away. And that's sad, you know, especially if they're people that you thought were friends or you thought liked you, and losing people because of what you believe is sad. But I truly believe that being authentic gives you more, the bonds you're going to create by being authentic are so much more important than the ones you're going to lose by being authentic. You know what I mean? Because those people didn't really care about you anyway, and were just kind of there, you know, in a superficial way anyway, if they don't accept your feelings. And it's not like you have to believe how I believe, because how boring would the world be if everyone believed how I believe? It's just that you have to respect what I believe, you know? Yeah, I went to the Virgin Islands and then I went to Florida, so yeah, I'm still adjusting to being back in Indiana. But, you know, I think when you're truly authentic and you really go out there, like I joke with people, it's like people either love me or hate me. And that's totally the truth. Like if you are authentic with who you are and who you believe, there are people who are going to see that and be like, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. You're going, I mean, even if they don't agree with what I'm saying, they're like, it's cool that you're going out on a limb and you're willing to put yourself out there. You know, I have friends who believe the exact opposite of that I do. And they're still like, hey, that's so cool that you're so out there, you know, but it's just, you know, I just think, but then some people see that and they're like, and I think when people like have a really strong reaction against you, it usually has more to do with them than with you. Like there's something in them, some kind of insecurity in them that you're triggering. You know, if you're being brave and trying all this crazy stuff and being like, this is who I am, maybe they feel like, gosh, I wish I could be out there more. And instead of using you to inspire them, it means that sometimes they will use you as like they're so jealous of that they just send hatred out. So yeah, I've encountered some people in life that like totally hate me, and you know, I'm okay with that, because I'd rather be authentic and know those people hate me and kind of stay away from them and avoid them and let them do their own thing and I'll do my own thing, than to be pretending I'm someone I'm not and have them pretending they're someone they're not and be this like superficial, let's all pretend everything's happy. I'd rather have people that I can really be myself around, clients I can really be myself around, that are, even if they don't believe the same way that I am, they are accepting and I'm accepting them how they are. And, you know, just be yourself. And that doesn't mean, oh, well, I have to shoot same-sex couples. No, if that's not something that you love, you know, I don't know, I've shot, some photographers only shoot married women because like there's some conservative Christian boudoir photographers who will only shoot married women because they believe strongly that sex should be something reserved for like within a marriage. And I mean, that's completely different from me, but I'm not going to criticize those people for that. I would rather people like go out there and be like, this is who I am, and then they're gonna attract their tribe. You know, those people's target audience, target clients are not my target clients. And so we all kind of can have our own little niche, and that's what makes life awesome, us all being different. So I got to get to work editing, and then I have a photo shoot at noon. I have to go take care of all the animals and visit our new little piggies. So have a great day.